Hey everybody, Rachel from T-Hawk Studio, and today I want to show you guys how to solder a simple joint together effectively. So we're going to join these two pieces of metal. First off, no matter what you're soldering, you always want to make sure that you have a good joint. You want to make sure there's no gaps because you don't want to just simply try to fill the holes with solder. So you want to make sure that your joints are nice and smooth and that they match up evenly, no matter what you're soldering. So I take a flat file if I'm working on something where I want a really flat edge, and I just file the two sides until they're flat. If you're doing something that's more fitted, you're gonna have to go in and file a little bit more. So I've taken the rough edges off of these guys, and now they fit perfectly together. Okay, so now we're at our little workstation. You're gonna take your two pieces of metal, and you're also gonna want some handy flux or whatever flux that you decide that you use. There's all different types of fluxes out there. What I do, since it is sterling, I'm gonna dip the whole entire, both pieces, into the flux. That just kind of helps clean and homogenize your metal as well as make the solder flow a little bit better. So once you have your two pieces that you've filed down and fit together perfectly, you're only going to need, for a joint this big, one snippet of solder. Just one little tiny snippet. If you need more than that, then that probably means you should go back and file again until you have a nice, clean, tight joint. You light your torch. I kind of like to hold this down so that it doesn't do the popcorn dance on me, because sometimes that flux will make it want to kind of like make the solder want to bounce. Oh, see, it just moved a little bit, but that's not a big deal. So you want to not just heat where the solder joint is at, you actually want to heat all the metal so that it all comes up to temperature at the same time. This is really important to make sure that you get the proper capillary attraction you need to make sure that you have a nice stiff solder joint. So after we soldered, I just threw those pieces in the pickle, and you can see we have a nice joint. There's no runs of solder anywhere. It makes the cleanup easier when you only use the amount of solder that you need, and when your joints are nice and fit, then you won't be using extra solder to fill those holes. There's less cleanup and your joints are stronger. So if you have any other things that you would like tips on, just give me a message and I'll throw up some more videos.